Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a minute since I did my last video. I've had a lot of stuff going on recently, but today I decided to talk about a movie that I recently saw. Um, and this one I actually have had for a couple of years. I just never got around watching it until recently. This one and a bunch of other movies were given to me a couple of years ago. Um, I was a person that was just getting rid of their movies, and they were just like, "Here you go." So I have them, and this is one of them, and that is History of Violence, released in 2005 and directed by David Cronenberg, and based off the graphic novel by John Wagner and Vince Locke. And it stars Viggo Mortensen, Maria Bello, William Hurt, and Ed Harris. And basically, what this movie's about is a guy named Tom Stahl who owns a diner in a small town in Indiana. And what happens is that one night, as they're about to close, two guys come in and they basically try to rob the place. And Tom basically defends himself and other people that are in the diner and basically kills them like before they kill him and everybody else that's in there. And basically he becomes the town hero. And then after that happens, he gets unwanted attention by this mob boss that's named Carl Fogarty, who claims that he's tied to their past and everything. And Tom, of course, says that they've got the wrong guy and everything. And then as time progresses, Carl ends up stalking him, his wife, and his family. And basically, it gets to a point where Tom basically has to stick up for himself and, defend his family. And that's basically the premise of the movie. And going into this, I wasn't really sure what to expect from this movie, because I didn't really know what it was about. But I like Viggo Mortensen, so I had a feeling I was gonna like it because Viggo Mortensen is a great actor. If you know me, I love Lord of the Rings, and he's Aragorn in Lord of the Rings, and he does a great job in everything he's in. Hidalgo was another good one that he did. Um, but yeah, this movie is brilliant. I really enjoyed it a lot. It's a great, crime thriller. Um, and the music's done very good. It's by Howard Shore, who composed the music in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So he does a good job. If you've seen Lord of the Rings, you know he can make some good music. And I didn't realize that it was actually based off a graphic novel. Until pretty recently, as I watched the movie, it said that in the opening credits that it was based on a book, so I thought that was pretty cool. Um, and I've never read that, so I can't really tell you. Well, I can't tell you at all, really, how faithful it is to the graphic novel or not. But for any of those who read it, feel free to let me know in the comments section if it's faithful to the book or not. I'd like to know that. But yeah, it has a great cast of actors. Ed Harris is great, and Maria Bello is, I believe, the actress that plays his wife, and she does a good job. I'm not really familiar with her, but that's her right there. And the actor that played his son, I thought did good, and the little girl who played his youngest daughter, I thought she did a pretty good job too for what she was given. And it's put up by New Line Cinema. They obviously make some great movies, um, and I like how uh, the plot, how the plot is and everything, and I like the whole aspect of that. He basically tries to, you know, protect himself and his family from harm's way and everything, and like the whole atmosphere of the movie, like being in like a small town is kind of where I am. I mean, I'm not really in a small town, but like I'm in one of those towns where everybody knows each other, and that's basically what this movie took place in, is in a small town where everybody knows each other. Like I'm in a big town, but like still, like it's one of those where a lot of people know each other and everything, and I like the scenery of the town that he's in Indiana. Like, it's basically, you know, a bunch of like farmland and stuff like that. I thought it looked pretty cool. Around where I am, there is farmland, but it's not all farmland. Like, there's farmland, you know, uh, in some places where I am, but it's not like all farmland like it is in this movie. But yeah, I thought you know, the movie had good messages. There's a lot of people that have morals, and there's a lot of people that are just, you know, flat out crazy. Like the son, like you find out a little bit about what's going on with his son. Like, he's getting bullied at school by this guy that, you know, got pissed at him because his team won over the other guy's team, and you know, he was bullying him, making fun of him, and stuff like that. And um, it gets to a point where like the son, you know, ends up beating the shit out of the bully. So I thought that was very nice to see. And I like seeing like when people get even with their bullies and stuff like that. I thought that was very nice to see. Um, and it's a pretty brutal movie actually. It's very violent. It's R-rated. It definitely has a lot of reasons to be rated R. One of them is because of the violence and stuff like that. Like the way that he kills people, meaning Tom, the father, um, he gets them good. Like the two guys in the diner, like he kills them like really like professionally. And there's a lot of you know, obviously shocks and surprises. I'm not gonna give it away for those who haven't seen the movie, but if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you have some cool features. You have deleted scene and more, which I have not watched. I'll have to give that a watch at some point. And there's three riveting featurettes: Violence History United States version versus International version, Too Much Commercial for Canis, and The Unmaking of Scene 44. And there's also the commentary by the director, an acts of violence documentary, a comprehensive behind the scenes journey on the making of the film. So if you're into stuff like that, you know, that's what the features are. And I think, I'm not sure if this has a Blu ray release or not. I'll have to look it up, but if any of you guys know, if you guys have it, feel free to let me know down below. I'll definitely like to pick up the Blu ray sometime if it's out there. Um, but yeah, it went at a great pace. It's an hour and 36 minutes, and you won't want it to end. Like, you really won't want it to end, because I sure as hell didn't want it to end. Um, and I would say that the very end, you know, I just didn't really like how it just ended. I'm not gonna say how, but like it's one of those endings where like you're expecting, you know, something to happen, but it just, you know, ends just like that, and it just leaves you hanging. I'm not gonna say why, but I just thought the how it ended was, it probably should have been done a lot better. That's just my opinion, though. But overall, it's a great movie. There's definitely a lot of you know, violence and sex and nudity that kids don't need to see, so it's definitely not for the kids. And if you like stuff that's like mob related, like Goodfellas or The Departed, this one's definitely a good one to look into if you like those movies, because this one involves, you know, mobsters and stuff like that. And you know, I thought that it just was a all in all fun movie, and you know, I definitely want to watch it again at some point. And this is a New Line Platinum Series DVD. They make great DVDs, and I'm proud to have this in my collection. And if you like those kind of movies where it's like crime thriller, if you haven't seen it, definitely check out A History of Violence. You won't want to miss out on it. It's a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate everybody's support and comments and everything. Like, share the video, do whatever you have to do, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.